Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done a car review. I went out and bought a very rare 2005 CLK55. There's only 247 of these in existence, and I've got the only Tellurium Silver model worldwide. So you'll notice that although it's not 25 years old, it has the collector's plate, which is a consideration given by the province of British Columbia in Canada for cars that have an extreme rarity. So all in 247 built worldwide. You'll notice it has a quad exhaust, but it is a CLK55 rather than the CLK63. After this year, they went to basically building mostly convertibles. This is an Avant Garde edition, very much a bespoke edition of this car. So you'll see it doesn't have the typical carbon fiber interior as most CLKs were made in this particular year and this model run. So let's go take a look at that beast of an engine. Now I'm happy to say that this is one of Mercedes' hand-built motors, one mechanic, one motor. So what we have here is a 5.4 liter V8 engine, naturally aspirated. This one produces 362 horsepower, 376 pound-feet of torque. Mercedes rated this motor, well, the car itself with this motor, 0 to 60 in just 4.9 seconds. That's incredible acceleration for a mid-2000s coupe. It also came with the AMG-tuned suspension with lighter springs and dampers, offering exceptional handling and more connected driving experience. Now, I can't get the car up on a hoist today, but in a later video, we'll take a look at the suspension pieces. This one held on to the 5-speed automatic transmission, which is essentially deemed bulletproof. I'm glad they didn't move to the 7-speed yet. They did for the CLK550, and they did again for the CLK63. This is the only AMG car without the 7-speed transmission, which was problematic. So what do we have here on the back? One of the very rare things of this particular model. Yes, you see it. You have the quad exhaust. The only CLK55 model with the quad exhausts, making it a rare car indeed. So, you know, you got basically the exclusive AMG body kit, so you can see the side skirts. You know, very, very, very nice. You know, and in here, you see the lines are exceptionally clean on this car. And then you see the more aggressive lower valance with the black inserts. Very, very nice. And you'll notice on this car, it has the the SLK 55 wheels instead of the OEM CLK 55 wheels. The reason that was done was one of the previous owners wanted to give it the Black Series look. So as you know, the Black Series is one of the most famous fast CLKs ever made, of course next to the DTM and some other special models. But they had the multi-spoke wheels like this, so it's kind of given that shout out to the Black Series. Bit of a wannabe situation, but hey, I'm actually going to put different wheels on it, and I can't wait to do that. That's going to be in about 2 weeks, and I'll definitely update everybody when that time comes. This also has the push button start, so all you have to do is depress the brake, press that button, you're good to go. I've also installed bigger paddle shifters here, which was found on some later models of AMG cars. And this way, when you're actually driving the car, you can see the paddles instead of them being tucked behind the wheel. And before I get some bad comments about the basic Mercedes-Benz floor mats, the AMG floor mats are on the way. So what else can I say about this? I mean, you know, it's really a sturdy and stylish chassis all in. Certainly what AMG did very well is they gave this thing incredible brakes. So basically, you know, these high performance, large cross-drilled brakes, rotors for very, very superior stopping. I can tell you from experience in the short time that I've had this car that it stops on a dime. You see them here on the rear as well. So this particular car in my possession here, my personal car, is the Avant Garde edition. So it's a very rare bespoke version of the CLK55. So it adds even more exclusivity to this already unique model. As you can see, the wooden interior, and it's got the full screen. It's got an auxiliary input. You can actually see my wire going up there. It's in the glove compartment, and it's got a good sound system, I have to say. Like, you know, I don't know if anybody can claim realistically that they're an audiophile. You can see on the other parts of my channel that most of it is about music, so I would consider myself pretty picky when it comes to sound. And I gotta say, just with the auxiliary in, I use an old iPhone. I just keep it plugged in all the time. It sounds pretty good. So limited production, as I said, 247 made. Only one Avant Garde with Tellurium Silver color. You can see there's a bit of a bluish tinge in this color. So a very special car indeed. I can't imagine this would be depreciating at all anytime soon. What I was going to say, you know, the bi-xenon lights, you know, you got to keep these things cleaned up very well. They are known with the plastic covers. I don't know why Mercedes did that and cheaped out. Maybe with the partnership with Chrysler, I don't know. But these are nice and clean. As you know, I keep all of my cars very, very, very clean. These have the auto leveling and washers built in as well. You can see the washers here. And you can tell when you're driving that they will bounce around a little bit depending on the terrain that you're driving. And so, you know, and I'll just end off and say, look, this AMG-tuned electronic stability control is a lifesaver because this thing is a monster. Rear wheel drive, front engine, muscle car from Germany. And I mean, you'd have to be awfully stupid to put this thing out of sorts. I mean, honestly. One of the other things I'll say here too is that the interior has the Napa leather, which, as you can see here, has held up incredibly. Now, I put an extra cushion so I can have some neck support there. So that's just off Amazon Prime. But you can see the inserts too, the AMG inserts. And this leather is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Of course, the sunroof. And of course, how can I talk about a CLK or even a CL, the bigger car, without mentioning the pillarless B section here. So it's a pillarless coupe, all the windows down, gives you that really wide open feeling, and you can get a lot of air running through this car pretty quick. It's a fairly hot day today. Yeah, an average summer day here in the Pacific Northwest. But yeah, you know, it's got that pillarless coupe. Let me close this door. So you can see the side profile is quite beautiful. And I'll close the trunk just so we can get the entire aesthetic going. Goodbye, beautiful motor, hand built. So this is part one. Sorry for the video. I'm using the video stick for the first time in my life. I usually just hand hold the video. I'm using a stick this time. So this will be part one of a 5-part series as I get to know the car over the rest of the summer here. And so Any questions, thoughts, feedback, any entertainment, intel, anything you want to talk about, please leave them in the comment section. In the next video, I'll go over some of the interior features of the car, plus a good drive on the highway, and I'm going to bring this thing out on a beautiful sunny day on a curvy, windy mountain highway. We're surrounded by mountains in this particular area of North America, so we shouldn't have to go too far to really get this thing going and see what it can do. See you soon.